Hello, in this video is addressed to my twin flame, Shia. Hi, Shia. For those who are watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be a lot of crime against me and my twin flame. And in this video, actually I have to raise up the laptop a little. I look a little bit older today because this morning I felt like my whole body was so sore. It's like, you know the saying, you get hit by a Mack truck? And the reason why, Shia, is because I found demon removal healing quantum codes. So this is the quantum codes for demon removal. I basically put the twin flame codes and the demon removal codes and nothing else. So I'm very tired from that because the codes were fighting them and hurting the demons inside me. I have a cup of coffee here. I spilled coffee on my planner yesterday. I'm gonna have to get a new planner. It's not like 100% ruined, but it smells like coffee now. And it got on the bind, it got on the actual cover, absorbed the cover because the cover is cardboard. So I had to make that video last night, and I'm going to repeat the things I said in that video, Shia. So I'm going to go over with you the photographs I took of the food research. I'm going to talk about a couple recipes from Hannah Kroger's collection of recipes. They're not all of her recipes. Rudolph and Hannah's chapel, they collected recipes from people at the chapel. I'm gonna use the pendulum, and I'm gonna have you at least open on here so that I have your photo up my desk. And I have these sticky notes that we need to go through, the rest of your notes about you, and now I'm going to talk about the notes that I wrote down. Basically, I slept until 10:30. When you have health issues and you're near death, you have to sleep late. Especially with all the insomnia and lack of sleep and the torture that happens in the middle of the night all day long, from the early night into the late morning. However, last night I was able to sleep, I think. But I think I actually stayed up until like maybe 1 or 2, listening to music. Frequencies. And Shia, I'll talk about the notes now. But I know that you got that message last night and it made you feel better, and I'm going to repeat the things that I said. And what was I going to say? So I woke up with severe body pain because of the healing quantum codes, and it's very, I know that you're listening to the Spiritual Zen channel, specifically the video that says listen before you delete this. I'm going to listen to that every single day and while laying down, because something happens. I'm not going to explain on the internet because I don't want the video getting deleted and that account deleted, and I want it to keep happening because sometimes if you say things it'll stop, so I want to make sure it keeps happening. But I'll show you the video that so Lumerians are star seeds. But I was mind controlled to think that they're not. Like, since I found out about being a Lemurian. So I'm still listening to the Kieran Rakyes, but this new channel is very, this channel, I'm not going to, they're doing something that different. This isn't about, this fights the demons, but it's also other things. So this is the one. So, also in that video last night when I said my dad doesn't think I'm being loving to you, that came off the wrong way. He doesn't think I'm giving you enough attention, and like I told you through the hundreds of videos, the AI, they were reminding me, you gotta like say hi to Shia, like bring him, like make him know that you're thinking about him, you're not just thinking about your thoughts. But then they use possession to block me from being able to do that, but then they say no, it's because we reminded you. So no, my dad doesn't think that I'm not being loving to you, and that's kind of weird. But if he would even think that, he didn't think that. I thought that. It was the way he does. I don't think my dad thinks I'm giving you enough attention, and I'm not in these videos. I forgot how to explain it well in that video. So this was, something's happening with in regards to getting help with the light ETs, Shia. I'll tell you every single day if it keeps continuing. In regards to what I said last night, no, not. And then I talked how about so my mom, you know how my mom's in trouble? If I don't die, she's in trouble. If you don't die, she's in trouble. Well, what I didn't tell you, because I didn't know if it was appropriate to say, my mom's been disabled for over 10 years with a mental health issue, and I told you back in Maplehurst Avenue I had to involuntarily admit her to a mental health facility. Because it got so severe. So my mom has a mental health condition, so she might not go to jail. She might be clinically, she might be able to claim being clinically insane and be put into a mental health facility permanently or semi-permanently. There's multiple reasons why I think that is supposed to occur, but people are saying she would have the legal right. If she's been claiming disability for over 10 years, she would probably have the legal right to and it really hasn't just been 10 years. She has had a mental health issue her whole life, and it was pretty severe. But it got to the point where I had to involuntarily admit her, and like it was like a breakdown. It was some sort of psychosis breakdown. That was on Maplehurst Avenue when I was 26, 27, 25. So, I'm not going to go too into detail, but I don't know why I'm assuming that you know this information, but you don't. I'm not going to go into detail. That's all I'm going to say, Shia. She has been disabled. She's had a disability, and is for over 10 years. And it's been well over 10 years. So she might not actually go to jail. She might be in a mental health facility permanently or semi-permanently, and I actually would prefer that, and I'm not going to go into detail why. But she was preyed on with her mental health issue. So now I'm going to talk about some other things. But some of these criminals that want to serve the light, they would have to go through punishment before they would even be able to go to serve the light, and not all of them will be able to serve the light. But towards the end, I'm not relating this to my mother, but this made me remind what my mother said about Jesus. She all of a sudden started talking about Jesus. You'll see, we're innocent. You're innocent. I mean, no, she's like, we're all innocent. Your family. We, but I don't know. I think she was either trying to make me stay away from Jesus, or she was giving me a hint that I don't think she thinks everybody's going to ascend with Jesus. But I didn't explain that well either, Shia. So maybe I'll be able to remember and give you more details in another next video if I remember. So I made the video last night, and I'm going to explain to you again. That you did feel personal power from the video. We cannot give our personal power away anymore. And me being able to cut off all of that public news and the public information has definitely made the power trip so much less. It's because I have the ability to at this point because of the less possession. However, because you're kind of stuck in it still, it's probably hurting you a lot, Shia. But you thought, once you thought of it, we're going to be together soon, and you love me, Shia, and I love you. That's what you were thinking about. You're thinking about freedom. Because it might not look and appear like I'm in prison. I don't have freedom, Shia. Because my life, I told you, my life is not started until I'm with you, and there's multiple reasons how I'm in prison. But being in prison, not being with you, is being in prison, among other things. I didn't explain enough to you. But I can't just. I have to try to go with the notes of what I'm saying. So you have to feel like, just get to the point where, like, okay, great, I accept it, I'm suicidal, I don't feel like living, I don't want to live knowing that this happened to me, whether it is in my face or not, I accept it, that this is making me feel suicidal. And then as soon as you accept it and let it go, then you release the bind and the chain, and then you get in. I know this, you've done this before, Shia. Then you get into the feeling of, it's actually not that bad. I can live through it. but you were able to see this is becoming very emotionally toxic, and these beings, these criminals, they like to kind of make it like it's your problem, it's your fault, your problem. Kidnapping is kidnapping. No one gave anybody consent to do this to us, Shia, to be kidnapped and tortured. We never gave anybody consent to do this. So you have to feel like it's not worth living, and you feel so low, and then it will break the spell, and you'll realize, because it's like a bind when you don't accept the fact that it is to that point where you feel, I shouldn't be repeating those words in the video. And I'm not saying, Shia, that you are suicidal. When I get that way, when I get to the point where it's not worth living, I can't tolerate it, especially with all the mind control and the way that they make these stories and everything up to make it like it's like real. Once the problem lessens, and spirit guides will come to help you immediately, because that's typically what happens with me too. But it breaks a spell. It's like a power trip. It's a power trip. She's claiming that she's family to you and that she loved you, all this stuff, and it's not truth. It's not the truth. It's not a thread of truth. It's not the truth. She is not family to you. She never was family to you. It doesn't matter how mess she got with your family members. It doesn't matter how mess she got with your DNA and other men's DNA that were mixed in. It doesn't matter. But she's more of a sex addict, Shia. And I saw this person on the street that was, I'm not going to say this. Someone's trying to talk through me to attack you, Shia, and like build a little story for you. She's fugly. She's a fugly weirdo. And she's going to go down that way, and it's going to be all over her face when she goes in that courtroom. It's going to be all over her face how guilty she is. So I listened to your voice on loop yesterday. It was really nice. I'm so happy I started doing that, Shia, because it makes me feel like you're just like around. You have to selfishly seek joy, and Shia, I have stacks and stacks of paper that I print out of all of the criminal hacking evidence, with all of the thousands of advertisements and things that were addressed to me, all of the images that were manipulated that were saying things. I haven't written notes that's hanging over my head. However, the spirit guides are going to have me do it when the time is ready, because all of a sudden, like, I won't print any of I'll email crime stuff to my email, and then all of a sudden, like, 2 weeks will go by and I haven't printed anything out. All of a sudden the spirit guides just like take over, and then like I feel like it's like effortless to do. If it's not effortless to do, you just do something else, and you don't feel guilty and act like you're being irresponsible and like you're allowing it to happen and you don't care. There's a power trip involved. There's a serious power trip involved, Shia. Because when you steal someone's DNA and make a child with it, that's extreme power, extreme control trip. And by blocking it out and refusing to be able to figure it out, the mystery occurs, and then it gets worse. And that was occurring for me. That was occurring to me. That was happening to me, Shia. But you have to stop thinking about it and you have to selfishly seek joy. And obviously, when we're being tortured 24/7, I am getting relief this week. I don't know how long it's going to last. But when we're getting tortured, we can't be selfishly seeking joy, but we can a little bit. We have to. So you're not being irresponsible in like a little child if you stop thinking about what's happening to you. And also, you've had, I've been told you've had, what's that noise? Oh. I've been told that you've had boundaries with your DNA and being able to not just dissociate, but know that you're not those CNs. So I have to go through all those notebooks. I have to pick out all the things that telepathic supporters and spirit guides told me about the situation to remember. I mean, it would take me an hour to look through half a notebook, so I'm not going to do that yet, and it will bother me, but I'm getting ready to. I need to start creating a notebook just specifically for your situation so that I can help you, Shia. And those public news information was just constantly a re-trigger. It was constantly triggering me over and over and over. So it was not helping. It was making it really, really painful. And a lot of those photographs are manipulated. It's like these photographs and little clips and little things. Like, you can build a real story about nothing, and you can't really see how a person feels and looks and how they really act in real life. So their photos are really manipulated, and also especially to hurt you and me. Ow, that's sore. But all those glamorous pictures with the fashion and the fame and the fortune and the lifestyle, it's all a lie. They're ghetto trash. That criminology is pure ghetto trash. All you have to do is look at all the pornography, porn, PORN, and horror that she's been in. Not look at it, but obviously look at the titles. That shows character when you go into those types of films. I told you I tried. So this is a power trip to kill me and you, and it's not over, Shia. It's not over. We could still die from it. Those photographs that they're using with the Illuminati and the public news, those photographs could still easily kill us. And some of my anger is coming out, and you can see it in my face. All of this possession has forced me to not look angry, so if I look pissed off, it's possible it could be a demon, but it's possible I'm very angry. And I'm not allowed to express it. But just, you can't let it take all of your time, Shia. And honestly, I spent a good year and a half in pure torture having to try to deactivate that hive mind so that this criminal couldn't steal any more of your DNA, make any more babies. But I told you, my mom, she kind of like threw it in my face, but like, she knows if it was really gonna kill me. She's not that mean where she'd throw it in my face. She threw it in my face because she knew it wasn't gonna kill me, and it wasn't gonna ruin my life forever. They ruined their life forever. This criminal hacker and this MG that stole some of your DNA, they ruined their life forever. Lumerans are going to fix it, Shia. You have to, obviously, you're feeling like she has to go to jail. I can't have all these thoughts that things are going to change. This isn't that bad. Because she has to go to jail and you have to build your case. The problem is me and you can't constantly obsess over the pain in hopes to make it know that they go to jail. They go to jail, Shia. They go to jail. But this is a power trip. This isn't just sitting in our pain to make sure that it's clear they're going to jail. No, Shia. We can't do that. And I have done that, Shia, a lot. So the Lumerians are going to fix it. You have to put it. I'm going to put it on a note. Lumerians are going to fix it, Shia. I do a very good job of not thinking about it recently. I do a very good job of not thinking about anything unless they are reminding me 24/7. Lumerians are going to fix it. The Lumerian technology is going to fix it. We're going to fix it. We're going to have proof. We're going to have psychic proof that it can be fixed. Because if that happened to me, it can kill someone, Shia. It can kill someone. It can kill someone. And she almost killed both of us. She did kill your parent, most likely. Your mom was not supposed to die at that age. She could have hung around for a few more years, at least. But this is power trip, Shia. This is, haha, I have power over you. Look what I did. Oh, and you're in love with me, by the way, too, because our DNA are mixed and we built this together. No, you didn't build it with her. And it's going to be proof you didn't build it with her. But me having to watch everything, it was getting confusing, and that's what they like to do. It was actually more of a humiliation ritual more than anything to force me to watch. It was a humiliation ritual for both of us. But they're like, well, this isn't going to work if Alyssa's not watching these photos, because they're building a story in a case for them. They're building a story in a case, Shia, that we die. This was acceptable. But if I'm not watching, it's going to break the spells. I'm not looking, and they tell me every day, and they try every day now. But you have to keep the truth of the situation with you, Shia, no matter what. That this was a power trip and this was a way to try to kill us. But my mom knew it all along. She told me your DNA is protected. She wasn't lying. People know. People are hiding it. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. They're using a lot of AI in that child because she's deformed, demented. They're using a lot of AI to cover it up and to make it like it's a mini you. We don't know half of it, Shia. We don't know half of it. I know, Shia, that your third eye does not work. You're not psychic. Because I've been repeatedly told by telepathic supporters that you're still flipping out. Not just because you're not allowed to talk to me. If you wouldn't be flipping out if you knew everything. So you don't know everything, Shia. And because of the Illuminati and Freemason, no one's allowed to tell you. No one is allowed to tell you. Not even your family members are allowed to tell you. Which I was lied to. I thought that at least some of your family members were giving you information. They weren't. They aren't. Because then they'd be threatening your life, not just their own. And I didn't know about that. So he's going to make you sick if you don't realize the truth of the situation. Obviously, I can definitely get triggered very easily, Shia. I can get triggered very, very easily. However, it's interference and it's manipulation. It's not the truth. So I'm going to show you the coffee, how it's spilled. I'm pretty sure a demon did it. Pretty much positive. So it got the coffee stain right here. It's just on this page. However, this has to be some kind of waterproof because it didn't even drip through on the page. I was able to clean everything up. See, it didn't even... I don't want to have a smelly planner though. And you know, having a planner might not be that great because now that I'm thinking of it, it's like, I think it's becoming out of trend because they don't sell the plastic ones in stores, the big plastic ones anymore. And something happens to my brain when I go to write it down. Like I feel like they're making me feel kind of like I'm like a child. I'm being childish with the types of things that I'm writing down. Maybe it'll break a spell if I get a new planner. However, I don't know. See, hear that bang? That's not the kitchen. That's not the kitchen. Those noises don't occur on this side of the wall. They don't occur. I've heard noise, but no banging. I've heard some not like that. But he's showing you, Shia. He's showing you. So anything that has been humanly generated can be dissolved and consumed. Anything that has been humanly generated can be dissolved and consumed. And in regards to my mom, she's not ghetto trash, like the other ones that go to jail. And there's no amount of wealth that can cover up ghetto trash. My mom has done ghetto trash things in the hive mind, secret, but like in person, everything, she doesn't act like very ghetto. And like her lifestyle's not very ghetto. She keeps to herself, and I would prefer her to going into a mental hospital. She's like her mom a lot. Very English proper. She's not really a pig, and she's not like obviously she has some perversion, but she's not incestuous. She really was my mom. She really was. She had moments, but I was just like, that's not her. So she has a chance of not going to jail. And I actually, because your mom died, I would still want to consider having a mother in our lives and possibly visiting her. And I know at this point I don't know everything she did and what's happened. However, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think that she's probably very, very hurt about all the stuff I'm talking about her. And I'm probably having a good moment. However, she wants you to know, Shia, that she feels bad that your mom died, Shia. So does my dad. And I'm not really saying I was. I'm not going to just blurt things out now because